Hello everyone, Ariam here, and welcome back to another episode of Dinosaur Days. Now you may be thinking, this is a Tuesday, what's going on? Well, just like when I wanted to celebrate Christmas with a week full of videos, this week is pretty special. At some point this week, it's my birthday, so of course I have to celebrate with you guys and give you some more Dinosaur Days videos. Now, since I'm a pretty paranoid person on the internet, that's pretty much all the info you're going to get from me, but let it be known, at some point this week, I am myself becoming a bit of a dinosaur, getting a little bit older, a little bit more creaky, my joints are getting a little more crunchy, but of course that doesn't mean we can't celebrate, right? Today's dinosaur star is the Masiakasaurus, a small theropod from Cretaceous Madagascar, and he had a very special smile. If you think about any theropod dinosaur, or really any animal with teeth for the most part, their teeth tend to come straight down from the jaw. You know, think about a T-Rex. Its teeth point down, or up if it's the bottom jaw. But Masiakasaurus actually had teeth that pointed outward, giving it an almost overbite look. This is not only unique among theropod dinosaurs, but among pretty much all jawed and toothed species ever. For the most part, if an animal had teeth and jaws that ended up looking like this, it would have been some sort of mutation or birth defect and may really impact the way that they're able to hunt and eat. But Masiakasaurus actually lived with this jaw on purpose. All findings of this animal look like this, so it's not like they just dug up one member of the species that happened to have some sort of defect. So, why would this dinosaur have teeth that were so unique across all theropod species? Well, of course, the answer is that in some way, this was either neutral for the animal, or more likely that it was adaptive in some way, and actually helped it survive. Now, this could have started as a birth defect and a genetic mutation, but apparently it benefited the species in some way, and animals that had this jaw structure ended up thriving, and this became the norm. It's important to note that Masiakasaurus was a pretty little guy, around 7 feet long and only around 40 pounds. Definitely could be a problem for us humans, but as far as theropod dinosaurs go, not super big. So it's not like he would have been using his jaws and teeth to clamp down on some sort of large sauropod or anything like that. Teeth and jaws can tell us a lot about how an animal lived and what it ate. Think about comparing a Spinosaurid to a Tyrannosaurid. You can very clearly tell that these animals would have eaten two completely different diets. And the skull of the Masiakasaurus suggested that it ate something that was small, fast, and potentially really slippery, because these teeth would have acted almost like a hand, grabbing out and gripping the prey. So, while small, swift animals probably made up a chunk of this animal's diet, it may have also fed on fish, because these teeth would have acted almost like a spike trap or a net, preventing the fish, slippery, slimy, and fast, from wriggling away once the Masiakasaurus clamped on. In my opinion, I think that it may have been a varied diet that didn't focus entirely on fish, because if it was a fully fish-based diet, we may have seen the evolution of a Spinosaurid-like jaw structure, or the structure of teeth similar to a crocodile, since those are animals that eat a lot of fish. Of course, just because something eats a lot of fish doesn't mean it has to turn into a Spinosaurid, that's not what I'm saying, but this type of jaw structure is so unique that it seems unlikely to me that it would have had such a specific diet when we know of other dinosaurs that had that diet and did not have teeth like this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Spinosaurids and crocodilians really have a blueprint template going on for what a fish-based diet might look like in terms of adaptive jaw and tooth structure. Masiakasaurus is so unique that I wonder if instead of fish-based, it was just small, quick, and slippery based, which could account for a variety of animals. But, of course, just because spinosaurids and crocodilians had similar diets and similar facial structures, that doesn't mean that that is the only way that natural selection and evolution can go in terms of an animal's diet, especially based on fish. So what do you think? Do you think this animal ate mostly fish, mostly small, quick things, a mixture of both? Or do you think that we really can't tell just based on these funky teeth? Either way, what a fabulous fellow to start off this birthday week celebration, and just like this guy with his funny, pointed, outward teeth, you should always remember to smile.